Right folks, I was up here earlier on this old railway cutting, only a few miles away from where I am, so easy enough. Come back to. I looked earlier at the variety of edible plants. Being an old neglected railway, which had time to mature, there's lots of goodies. But what I'm actually interested in at the moment is I'm going to dig up some burdock roots, and there is a small burdock. There's a fleshy leaf there. Comes to a root down there. There's another leaf there. That's a small one, and smaller ones are recommended. Now this here, it's fading a bit, this one now. I can pull it up like that, stop branches come off. See the bears on it. They attach to animals and people, and that tells you the space. That should have quite a decent root on it. Yeah, it's not normally recommended you take the roots from the ones that are flowering. Apparently they're not as nutritious, but I'm not in a survival situation. I just like eating the stuff, all these goodies that nature provides. Got a couple of ones there and a small one there as well. So I'm going to actually, they're past the best now, so I'm going to dig the roots out on these. And everyone's heard the dandelion and burdock as a drink. You can't eat the leaves of these, they're not very palatable, should we say. So I'm going to maybe get a few dandelion leaves and throw them in and just make up a bit of a curious soup. But there's some thistles here as well, a bit further I noticed earlier. So I'm going to grab a small handful of them and I'm just going to make a concoction. I like to make concoctions, as no doubt some of you know. So I'll just prepare getting this little one out to start with, and then I'll have a go with this big one. See if we can get the root out. I've only got a little hand pick. There's lots of rocks and stones in this soil, so a fork or a spade doesn't really work. Now, nice piece of root. I've broken it off so the plant will grow again. Leave a bit in. Tough that one. That was easy enough. Some cracking roots on that. There's another beauty. Size of that compared to my hands. Excellent. There's a patch of thistles here. So, want to seed some of them there. All thistles, all parts of a thistle, the seeds, the buds, the leaves, the roots are all edible. The problem with thistles, of course, is that they're well armed, and most recipes recommend peeling the stalks and all this sort of stuff. It's very, very labour intensive for what you get in return. It's probably one reason why people don't really eat a lot of them, even ardent foragers. So I'm going to take a few of these, and I'm going to apply my own methodology for cleaning them up and mixing them into a soup. Nice bit of root on that one. I can clean that up, chop that up and put it in a blender. And this leaf here, you can peel that and you can boil it down and get rid of these spikes. You get away with that, or you can just strip it straight off along, get rid of all the leaves, just keep the roots and the stalk. No spikes on that, just a bit hairy. You can peel a bit of that and just blend that up. It's all edible. Quite a collection there. Nice big fat root there on that one. Most of them are smaller. So I'll make a good use of these. Nice bag of goodies there. Some burdock root, thistle root and some thistle leaves. And that should be enough for my needs. So I'll get them home now and clean them up. Ready for some culinary excitement. Right, boys and girls, hope everyone's okay. You're all in good spirits. I was out earlier today collecting some leaves and roots, and I concentrated on burdock to start with. Everyone's heard of the lemonade drink, dandelion and burdock extract, some both roots put together. Plenty of videos online how to make that, incidentally, but it's all perfectly edible anyway. But when I was collecting that, there was also quite a few thistles, and thistles, as I've mentioned before, is they're very edible. A bit spiky to deal with, but if you get on top of that, the whole plant's edible. So I decided to dig up some burdock roots and some thistle roots, a few stalks and a few leaves. I'm going to prepare all that now. I'm just going to make up a concoction, loosely termed a soup, but it's just a concoction. I don't follow any particular recipes, not exact number of grams of this and exact number of grams of that. So I've got some thistle leaves, and for examples of stalk there. Some wild garlic I've just defrosted out the freezer, and this is the burdock root. What I'm going to do is I'm going to peel this. You can use actually a knife or a potato peeler, and I've got some where are they mixed in with these. There's a decent specimen. That's actually a thistle root, although most of them I've got here are actually a lot smaller. So I'm going to peel these with the potato peeler, chop them up. I've got some potatoes here for the base. Get it all up, boil it up, put it through the blender, and see what it tastes like. But as I tend to do with these things, I like to test them in the field. So I'll be keeping them for a day or two to get a day off work, and I feel a bit better. Really tired at the moment, and then we'll put it to a taste test. So for now we'll just prepare these. Now with these thistle leaves, you see they're quite spiky, but you can rescue most of the leaf. Yeah, I just this on here, put that there like that. Get the leaf and lay it out like that, so I get in front of the camera. And the spikes are along the edge, so if you sort of do that and go along like that, you can lose about, I don't know, a third of each leaf, 50% of each leaf, and still get a fair amount of vegetation to put in your soup. So there, you've got entire leaf, no spikes on it whatsoever. Dispose of those. And move on to the the thistle root. As I said, got a little potato peeler here, and that works just like that. You can just take the skin off, just like you would with a potato. You could do this with a knife. If you're out in the field, you'd probably end up using a knife if you wanted to eat thistles in a camping environment, or you're going to be hungry because you're being cut off, you're in some sort of weird survival situation. You just get a good meal out of thistles. They're so common, and every single species in Britain is edible, every part of the plant. They give you important vitamins. So that's one of the roots. I'll put that to one side. As I mentioned before, the bulk of these roots are actually small. So I'll put that on there like that. Take this outer skin off, and any bits of soil and stuff will come off with it. And you can be as crude with this, or as kitchen perfect as you want. Thistles, an extremely neglected plant. Lots of foragers talk about them, but I don't know anyone who's ever eaten them. I'll just get rid of these. And then I'll move on to this. It's a burdock root. Now you skin this, take the outside off. Like that. You've got the really cracking white flesh underneath. And that's the edible part. The skin's edible, but of course that's gritty from soil. So, yeah, you quite literally do that. Doesn't take much preparation really. So there you go, that's one. So I've got a few more of these now, some more burdock roots and thistle roots, so I'll crack on with them. I'll peel, I've got about £1.5 pounds potatoes. I'll peel them up, and then I'll get them in that pan. I've cleaned all that up. Some wild garlic here I've just roughly chopped, throw all them in. Put them in, and these potatoes. I'm going to boil these up now, give them about 20 minutes. And just before, I'll homemade sea salt, put a little bit of that in. Cover that with water now, and bring it to the boil, and I'll simmer it for 20 minutes. Right, so I've given that veg matter a good boil, and it's all in here. What we'll do now is basically transfer it into there and start blending it up. There's the bit of everything there. juice. Finished blending, and everything's a learning curve. I chopped up all these roots as small as I could, but I ended up having to sieve the soup because some of the more fibrous parts of those roots simply wouldn't be split up by the cutters on the blender. So that was a residue at the bottom. So I basically just poured the soup into this sieve here and let it drain through. So a tip there, if anyone copies this, is to really cut up your roots as small as you possibly can, and blend small batches, like a pint at a time type thing. That's good. And 2 big pans there. And that was only from now for boiling down. Those 6 pints of water boiled down, and I've still got a drop left in the thing there. The evaporation wasn't too much of a problem this time, even with being on the boil for 20 minutes. I'm going to pour that back in there like that. You can see it's quite a sticky sort of soup. It clings to the sides of the pan quite well. Put that there. What I'll do now, I'm just going to give this another little quick boil for 10 minutes, and it'll be ready. Yeah, quite pleased with that. It's a nice colour as well, and yeah, even from this was still warm, but even from this stage, it's quite a pleasant smell and all. So yeah, quite pleased so far. Just a tidying up to do now. It's back on the stove. I'll just heat it up for another 10 minutes, give it a quick boil, and let it cool down. And the next time you'll see this concoction, ladies and gents, will be out in the woods somewhere, as is my usual modus operandi. So if you've stuck with me and enjoyed this to some degree, in parts or whole, I appreciate your like. Give me a like, leave a comment even. Always welcome comments. And if you're really ambitious, why not subscribe? As I say, I just topped my 600 subscribers, and heading for 700 now, so any support is always welcome. And as always, for those who are already with me, thank you very much for your support too. Till next time, folks, thank you.